What's going on, party people? Today we're going to go over how to change your oil in a 2015 ZX10R. Now the basic concept will apply for most bikes, but this is geared up for the 4th gen 2015 ZX10R. Alright guys, before you guys do anything to your bike, you should probably look at your owner's manual or get a service manual for your specific bike. Now, every bike comes with an owner's manual, and it covers oil change and periodic maintenance for your bike. Believe it or not, if you do some of these small things yourself, you're going to save some money, because the dealership or stealership is going to charge you an arm and a leg. Their manual labor, their labor fees are crazy at most shops. If you don't have a service manual, I recommend that you go to any forum geared up for your bike. Like I go to zx10r.net, and a lot of people in there, they all have service manuals. If you talk to anybody, they're more likely to give you an electronic copy. So I have one printed out just for my bike, the 4th gen, and just like the service manual, it covers everything you need. So let's go over what we'll need for changing your oil. Alright, so what you're gonna need for today to get started, you're gonna need a 17mm socket wrench. You're gonna need a oil filter wrench to remove your oil filter. You're gonna need a funnel to put the oil back into your bike. Your choice of oil, I go with Mobil 1 Racing 4T Advanced Full Synthetic. Make sure you look into your manuals to see what weight's recommended for the 2015 ZX10R 10W40, and then your choice of oil filter. I go with K&N Performance, and the size for my bike is KN-303. Now each brand will have a different size, so make sure you double check with your shop or your manuals. And the last thing you're going to need, obviously, is an oil pan, or a oil pan. There's already an oil pan on your bike. Something to dispense the oil into. I recommend something low to get underneath your bike, and also one that has a screen so your oil plug doesn't fall all the way down and you don't have to fish through oil. Alright, so let's get started. So step one, you want to drain the oil from your motorcycle. Make sure you place the collector that you got for the oil underneath the engine oil bolt. And then remove the bolt from the oil pan. And once you loosen it up, it pretty much comes right off. I'm just going to pour make sure you have a rag handy. Now your oil pan bolt comes with a washer. You want to make sure and inspect it, make sure it's good to go and it's not damaged. If it is, I suggest you replace it. The manual will tell you to replace it every time that you change oil, but it's not necessary. Go ahead and loosen up your oil filler plug. Next thing you can do is remove the oil filter. Now on my 4th gen ZX10R, you don't even have to remove the lower fairings, you can just do it. Now when you remove the oil filter, there's going to be oil inside of the oil filter as well. And then you make sure you let your bike totally drain out. Now when you put your engine oil plug back in, engine oil plug is 21 foot-pounds of torque to retorque it. And then the oil filter is 13. And then you're going to be putting in anywhere to 3.5 to 4 quarts of oil back into the motor. See the 4th gen, you can remove this if you like, the lower fairing, but you don't even have to remove that anymore. Makes it very easy. Alright, once she's done getting all the oil out, you want to put some oil on the O-ring of your oil filter before you put it back on. Get it on there real good. And then once again, you want to make sure you follow your manual and get the guide. And torque it to spec. And it's just 21 foot-pounds and 13 for your filter. Alright, so we got the oil filter back on, we got the engine plug back on. Now it's time to put some fresh oil back in. Make sure you got a funnel. For me, kind of sucks because I got these race rails on my bike. You just want to, it calls for 3 with no filter, 3.5 quarts with the filter. So we have a sight window that has levels of, so you can watch how much oil you're actually putting in. Look how nice and golden the new stuff looked. How dirty the old stuff looked. It's amazing. So you can see we're right about top of the measuring mark. Now remember, we don't have any oil in our oil filter, so we want to cycle our motor and see where it's at, and then put more in as needed. So you can see that when I started the motorcycle, it was at the top line. Now we got some oil in the oil filter. Now it's barely at the bottom of your glass window. So let's go ahead and add some more oil. Alright, so you can see after filling and put a little bit extra in there, you can see everything settled down to right about top of the highest mark. Alright guys, as simple as that. Make sure when you're doing any maintenance, if you have any questions, refer to your owner's manual or your service manual. I'll put any details in the description part of the video. And until then, ride safe.
This is the end, beautiful friend.